The next creature we're going to talk about is that of the mighty Gorgons. So these guys resemble mighty bulls that are armored in iron plates, and they are very much lifelike animatronics, kind of, and they seek to destroy all who enter a certain territory. In addition, many of them go ahead and gore their foes with their deadly horns, as well as trample on them with their iron hooves. And they also go ahead and expel a noxious gas. So they're usually created by magic casters who want guardians for certain areas, and it's very labor intensive as well as dangerous for that caster. And it does require a bunch of different materials in order to actually create. And when they do create them, they often actually enchant them to ignore those who confront them with magical items specific to prevent them from being attacked, or like a specific keyword or something like that. So you could go ahead and have them ignore you if you knew that keyword or had that magical item. Anyway, so there's two different variants. One of the first ones we're going to talk about is just the normal Gorgon, and these guys are just the basic ones that have the petrifying gas, as well as they have a little bit of rust on them, depending on how old they are, and many of them outlive their creators, living for centuries and all that stuff. And so we're going to go ahead and look at that stat block. So first off, we can go ahead and see that they're pretty strong, actually. CR5, they have 19 AC, 114 hit points, 40-foot movement. They also have, I guess just +7 to perception, not the greatest, but hey, they do have that gore attack, which I talked about earlier, which is average damage 18, not too bad, and it does knock it prone, so that's pretty good. They also have that petrifying breath, which is actually a 15 saving throw, and it's 30 foot, like it's each person, so it's not unlike the Medusa. This just requires you to be in that area. I guess you could maybe hold your, no, I don't know, I don't think it would work with that, because it probably is one that just affects your skin. Anyway, it basically turns you to stone and petrifies you if you fail twice. So pretty strong. Additionally, they also just have a bonus action trample, which is pretty cool as well, which does 10d or 2d10, sorry. But if you succeed, then it's half as much. But overall, guys, I would definitely use these in my campaign, especially if your party is going into some sort of evil dungeon or something like that. Or maybe even just maybe in a forest. That'd be kind of cool, like one that is guarding a forest that people just disappear in. And I would probably use them at level 5, just because that petrifying is very crazy. Anyway, kind of crazy, kind of cool. Consider using them in your campaigns.